Hi, Anita here from Senior Fit Solutions, and I really wanted to go live today and tell you about my webinar on Saturday. Well, I'll be telling you a little bit more about it a bit later, but what I want to say is I've got something really important to tell you that most people, most women and men over 60 don't realize that we lose muscle mass as we get older unless we take action to maintain muscle mass. And what happens then when we get weaker because the muscles are weaker and they waste away is that our quality of life and our independence is reduced big time. I want to tell you how I have experienced muscle loss twice in my life. Yes, me. So the first time was when I fell. When I was hiking, I was doing the Tour de Mont Blanc with a heavy rucksack on my back, and I slipped and I fell and I broke my leg. So I had my leg in plaster. Now the second time I had it, I had my leg in plaster for 6 whole weeks. Has that ever happened to you? You've broken an arm and then seen what it does to you? I'll get there in a minute. The second time was during my recovery, my rehab recovery after open heart surgery, and that was 3 years ago. And as I say, it was 3 months. It was quite a long time. But the doctors and the nurses kept calling me fitness lady, because I was super fit, and they kind of couldn't believe that I was still working. And they were confident that I would recover really fast. I kept saying, well, how long will it take before I can work again? And they said, oh, it'll be no problem. Well, it wasn't really any problem. So here's the thing, that because I was fit and strong, I did manage to recover completely. And I always remember that when I took the plaster off my leg after 6 weeks, I was devastated. It was, I just can't explain it really, but the muscle had gone. And I cried and cried. And I seriously thought that I would never walk again. Yeah. But I worked so hard, rehabbing and working slowly, getting my strength back, building the muscle. And yeah, it's not easy, but it was probably a lot easier for me than it would be for maybe you if you're deconditioned. Yeah. So my webinar is about sarcopenia, and I'll be telling you what sarcopenia is. I'll tell you briefly now. It's about wastage of muscle mass. But what it is and how to avoid it and how you can manage it. You can reverse it. But the thing is, so if you don't take action, the sooner you take action, even in your 30s and 40s, start doing strength training, start being more active. Yeah. So our society is pretty sedentary. So that's why the muscles tend to shrink. It's a bit of a use it or lose it type of thing. Yeah. So, but if you don't take action, particularly as you get older, then it's amazing how fast you can lose your muscle mass. Like I did in 6 weeks of not using my leg, the muscle had gone. And if you're not conditioned, if you're not fit, strong before you go into, if you have a fall and you fracture your hip and you're not in good shape, if you're not strong and conditioned, then the chances are it's going to take you a long, hard road to recover. If, in fact, you will recover from that fracture or that fall. Yeah. So hopefully you kind of got that it is so important to stay fit and strong for whatever life throws at you. Yeah. So do sign up to my webinar. The link is either in the comments or it's in the bio. I'm not quite sure where you're watching this from, but it's really important for everybody to attend. And just also, I'm offering you how you can act going forward. Yeah, I'll be telling you a little bit then about my new 6-week beginner strength training course, which is just perfect if you're not doing very much at the moment. Yeah, and I use I tend to use bands. They're really very friendly on the joints, really fun to use, particularly for beginners and older people. And even these big guys that really pump up quite large, they're using bands as well. But what we're looking for is just strengthening, not just the muscles, but you're going to strengthen the bones and the ligaments and the tendons and everything. Yeah, so do sign up, don't miss it. It's going to be an absolute game changer for you, so that you maintain quality of life and you maintain your independence, hopefully all the way to the end of your days, and that your longevity will be extended more than it would if you weren't taking care of yourself. Okay, so thanks for watching. I will see you on Saturday. I can't wait to give you my presentation, and I've got some amazing things there that you're going to learn so much. So do sign up, and I will see you on Saturday. Okay, bye for now.